Thank you for tuning into English Christian Times. July 24. Saint Sharber Makhlouf. Youssef Antoun Makhlouf was born in 1828, in Bekaa Kafra, North Lebanon. He had a true Christian upbringing, which had given him a passion for prayer. Then he followed his two hermit uncles in the hermitage of the St. Antonio's Kozaya monastery and was converted to monastic and hermetical life. In 1851, he left his family village and headed for the Our Lady of Myfolk monastery to spend his first monastic year, and then he went to the St. Maron monastery in Anaya, where he entered the Maronite order, carrying the name Sharbel, a name of one of the Antioch church martyrs of the 2nd century. On November 1, 1853, he exposed his ceremonial vows in St. Maron's monastery, Anaya. Then he completed his theological studies in the St. Cobrianus and Justina monastery in Kfevan, Batroun. He was ordained a priest in Bikirki, the Maronite Patriarchate, on July 23, 1859. He lived 16 years in the St. Maron's monastery, Anaya. From there, he entered, on February 15, 1875, the St. Peter and Paul Hermitage, which belongs to the monastery. He was a typical saint and hermit, who spent his time praying and worshipping. Rarely had he left the hermitage where he followed the way of the saintly hermits in prayers, life and practice. Saint Charbel lived in the hermitage for 23 years. On December 16, 1898 he was struck with an illness while performing the Holy Mass. He died on Christmas Eve, December 24, 1898, and was buried in the St. Maron Monastery Cemetery in Anaya. Few months later, dazzling lights were seen around the grave. From there, his corpse, which had been secreting sweat and blood, was transferred into a special coffin. Hordes of pilgrims started swarming the place to get his intercession. And through this intercession, God blessed many people with recovery and spiritual graces. In 1925, his beatification and canonization were proposed for declaration by Pope Pius XI. In 1950, the grave was opened in the presence of an official committee which included doctors who verified the soundness of the body. After the grave had been opened and inspected, the variety of healing incidents amazingly multiplied. A multitude of pilgrims from different religious facets started flocking to the Anaya monastery to get the saint's intercession. He was canonized by Pope Paul VI in 1977.